Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the floor press half get up to the hand, a Turkish get up breakdown exercise. The half get up is a great exercise. It's a chest press combined with just like a lot of abs. This is a useful activity because it is in tons and tons and tons of activities. The point of Turkish get ups is it teaches people how to get up off the ground. Somehow, I don't know how, that has gotten left out of vast amounts of training. It used to be part of people's sports. People would get knocked down and they would get up, and that was where they got their get up training from. For the most part, people are not playing sports all the way through their life anymore, so people lose the ability to get up. So much so that they made a little thing in the 80s so old people could make a buzzer so somebody could come and get them if they fell over, right? They had to come up with a technological adaptation because it was such a common problem. I mean, that's hilarious, right? That's funny. This exercise helps us get up. There are get-ups done without weight. The point of doing a get-up with weight is that there's no way to mess up your shoulders. If you learn to do this with weight, then you know you are generally in the correct position and your face is generally pointed up. As we start with always, we're looking for our kettlebell wrist, which is nice and flat. If we open our hand, our fingers will be pointed up towards the sky. If our fingers are pointed not towards the sky, we are no longer using a kettlebell wrist, we're using some other type of wrist. Fingers pointed up towards the sky, these are the two highest fingers. The L of your hand to the L of the kettlebell. If you were to drill a hole through the corner of your kettlebell down at a 45-degree angle and put a nail through it, it would end up directly in the center of the web of the L of your hand. We're going to get that 45-degree angle down on that kettlebell. We are going to use our other hand. This is an L, this is an L, and they are going to go together for the firmest possible grip as we pull it over. We're going to lever it up into position. I'm going to give it a spin around for the other side. Same side, same leg. This is vertical the entire time. Avoid the dropping it down or the externally dropping it down to set it down. The point of your bones being vertical is that they hold load. That when they leave vertical, it becomes hard to hold things up. Just keep it vertical. If it's hard, get stronger. This is 4 counts on the way up. We have our press. The press has our flat wrist, elbow lock, directly over our pectoral line. We are going to roll to the side, and we can roll really, really far if we want. Most people are going to be just outside of 180 degrees through here when they pull it all together. 45 degrees out with the hand, we are going to lift up to our elbow. When we get to our elbow, we want to make sure we're not crunched down. We want to lift up nice tall. They call it a proud chest. Now we're going to get all the way up to our hand, and we're going to lock out our elbow. Take your shoulder, roll it back, drive it down, move your shoulder away from your ear. On the way down, hand does not move. Elbow touch, shoulder touch, elbow touch. On the way up, press, roll, elbow, hand. Elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow. All together. When we set it down, we're going to grab it, and we are going to roll it off, keeping it close to our body and safe, so that we are not snapping our shoulder open with external load under a lot of weight. You can take this exercise and you can plug it in anywhere where you would normally have a bench press or a chest exercise of any type. If you want to turn this more into like a functional bodybuilding kind of thing, then you could pick, say, like a ball dumbbell chest press, a floor barbell press with your hips raised so it becomes a decline, and then this, which would become kind of a version of a chest press to an overhead with lots and lots and lots of abs in it. The point of this exercise is we would generally like to not move this hand once it is set out at our 45-degree angle. It's going to wiggle around, but what we don't want to see is people picking up their hand and moving it all over the place. When they pick it up and they move it all over the place, when they try to get back down, it looks really clunky and they kind of tweak themselves up a little bit. Straight elbow, lock out, squeeze those hello Helens until we get our horseshoe in the back of our arm. Stabilize the shoulder by driving the lat down to activate it. As you press up, your shoulder will move from in front to the side to the overhead position. And the other hand, we want to end up with our shoulder and our ear driving away from each other. Figure out how to have that hand flat on the ground and then make the distance between your ear and your shoulder bigger. Make it big, make it strong, and then add it up. You can use this as strength training, 3 to 5 reps. That's how a lot of kettlebell guys do it. They'll jack up the weight and try to move into pure strength training. You could do it in bodybuilding protocols and do 6 to 8 reps. If you really want to be mean, you can set a timer and you can do it for time and jack those reps up to like 40 reps. All those will have different weights. The numbers that you end up doing will be determined based on the weights that you have available to you. If you have very heavy weights, you can go to strength training. If you want to do bodybuilding, you need intermediate weights. And if you have just a single kettlebell or light weights, you're going to start with 3 reps and you're going to build up towards 10 reps, and then you're going to convert it over to time under tension.